Hey everybody, it's good to see you. I appreciate you guys stopping by on this Tuesday night. Tonight we're talking about the Jersey Devil. Yeah, if you guys can see me okay, hear me okay, throw me a 7x7 there in the chat, and I'll scroll back and say hi to some people. TJ Squatchy, this cracked me up when I read it. Both those scary creatures remind me of someone so familiar, and I'm 99.9% sure you're referring to your mother-in-law. Good to see you, TJ. And Norman, if you're watching, TJ Squatchy says hi. ER, now you're talking, Bigfoot. Remind me when I used to be young. Right. Susie D, good to see you. Tamara, good to see you. Let's see. Miss TJ Preps, always good to see you. And FYI, whenever I put a comment, since now that we're sharing the channel, whenever I put a comment, I'm going to be putting these big feet beside my comment. That way you can tell it's me, and I'm going to show you why here in just a second. Shift Kicker, good to see you. Chicken Noodle Girl, how's it going? Let's see.
I may or may not forget myself.
Okay, where is it? I missed a comment. Okay. See this comment right here. It says Bigfoot and Lake Fairy, right? But it says TJ Preps. Hey girl. I didn't say that. That was my wife. So I told her she has to put the little fairy emoji beside her comment, and I'll put the Bigfoot thing beside my comment.
I mean, you could try saying it.
Yeah, I don't think that's not me.
No.
So yeah, Bigfoot says I have to use my fairy emoji, so he ain't saying things like, hey girl. Just gets a little bit awkward. Oh boy. Patriot Parabellum, good to see you. Jill E, born and raised in Jersey Devil territory. All right. So you probably have more to share about this story than I do. Copycat, good to see you. Lee or Chris Lazarus, good to see you. TH2, always good to see you, brother. Lisa Anderson, good to see you. Let's see, G Wit, good to see you. 49, 7x7. All right.
TH2 is my big bro.
William Bird, all right. Good deal. Kicking it. Okay, you're freaking me out again.
Don't forget to have
Amen to that. MM, good to see you. Love this topic. Yeah, I love the cryptids in general are just cool to talk about. G-Wits from Nebraska. Cornhusker. Tennessee Ridge Runner. Love y'all. Cryptids are real. Many don't believe, but I do. I definitely believe in Bigfoot. That's for certain. Mary V, good to see you. Gubnov, good evening, everybody. Being a Pennsylvania native, I thought all Jersey residences were Devil fans. Oh, wrong. Let's see. Who else we got here? We got Rubberneck. Good to see you. I could do a show on Dogman. Yeah, definitely.
I just mentioned to everyone in chat that you'll be redoing all the streams.
Grace Johnson. Good to see you. Okay, yeah. I did a lot of streams on my when I had my own channel. We did a lot of cryptid streams. Never did the Dogman specifically. Maybe we can do that sometime. Cosette, good to see you. Good evening. Okay. Patriot Parabellum. I've seen tons of Bigfoot sign. They leave them for us.
Patriot
Yep.
Parabellum. Good old friends.
All right.
Long time no see.
So my wife, Patriot Parabellum, my wife said, long time no see. She said, good to see you. So I put together a little bit of a slideshow for the story tonight, to kind of give some visual things to go along with. There's literally so much to talk about when it comes to the Jersey Devil, from the history, but there's so many different variations of it, and we're gonna talk about some of them. So let me add this to the stream here. Okay, see if I can do it like, there we go. I'll put myself a little down in the corner. Yeah, and real quick, at the end of the stream tonight, we got a little bit of a bonus surprise regarding next week's stream on Tuesday. I'm not going to give it away yet, but for me, it's exciting as heck. It's one of my favorite things to talk about. So stick around to the end of the stream, and you'll see you'll know what we have to present next week. And to me, it's very exciting. And TJ Squatchy, I hope you like it. All right, so the story of the Jersey Devil. Hey, Red Sinstress, good to see you. The story of the Jersey Devil, it begins over 260 years ago. This isn't anything new. Been around for a long time. And it begins in the New Jersey Pinelands. And you kind of got a picture of that area on the screen right now. This area is known as the Pine Barrens. And hopefully some of you guys in the chat, if you're from this area, you can point out some facts as we go along. I know, Jill, you said that you're from that area. So anything you have to add, put it there in the chat, please. You're more than welcome to. So this area known as the Pine Barrens in New Jersey, this is where this legend began. And the legend of the Jersey Devil, it's based on the testimony and word of over 2,000 witnesses. This isn't, a couple people have mentioned this in passing. This is thousands of people claim to have sightings or knowledge of this Jersey Devil. Looking back through history since the beginning of this legend, there have been towns that have been terrorized. There have been schools closed down out of fear of this creature. There have been factories that have been closed down because of the Jersey Devil. It is due directly to this cryptid, the Jersey Devil. Some say that the legend of the Jersey Devil is simply folklore. It's a story. It's all made up. Created and passed down by residents, occupants of the Pine Barrens. Perhaps to scare children into behaving. Could probably work. But so many others disagree. Garden State Gardener says, let me put that up there. I live 30 minutes away from the Pinelands. All right. So you probably know a lot about the Jersey Devil also. So while many people believe it to be folklore, maybe perhaps a wives' tale passed down through the ages, there are thousands who strongly and vehemently disagree from their own personal experiences. And tonight we're going to discuss this legend of the Jersey Devil. So let me switch slides here. I wanted to start a little bit just by touching on a bit of the Pine Barrens. I can honestly say when I think of New Jersey, I didn't think a lot of large forests. I kind of thought it was mostly city down there. And I never considered the fact that there would be large expanses of forests um, for something like this to even dwell. So there's actually lots and lots of room in the Pine Barrens for a cryptid to hide and to call home and kind of duck in and out of sight of people. It's very plausible if you look. Here's a little bit of a you can see there, this is the New Jersey Pine Barrens, and you can see the state of New Jersey there, and you see the green shaded area, and there's the little white line going to it. It says the Pine Barrens covers roughly 22% of New Jersey's land area. That's huge, right? That's a large forested area. And I always think, when I think of New Jersey, I think of those cities toward the upper level. You know, you have the Newark, New Jersey, or the Newark, New York area. I just think of city, but it's not like that. It's not like that at all. It's very possible for a cryptid to live in this massive, beautiful forest area. Lots of room for things to, I guess, go bump in the night. And as we get into this story a little bit, we're going to you're going to notice that there are variations and different versions of this legend. You know, some share some of the details. Some are wildly different, and we're going to be discussing a few of them. There's one story that I've heard more than the rest, and that's the one that we're going to start off with. And it's the story. I know this is a cartoon image that we're looking at, but this is the most popular version that I have heard of the Jersey Devil story. And I think it's by far the most popular version of the story. It's the story of a woman named Mother Leeds, and you can see her there sitting right in the middle. And Mother Leeds, she lived in the Pine Barrens, this huge forested area, in the 18th century. And according to legend, Mother Leeds had 12 children, and you can count them there on the picture. There's 12. According to how the legend goes along, she had the 12 children, and she was absolutely distraught with the thought of a 13th child. Let's see, TJ Squatchy, I read Mother Leeds might have been a prostitute. Yes, I've heard that too. Yep. So this version of the story is the 13th child of Mother Leeds. Yep, exactly right, Jill. So as the story goes along, Mother Leeds, being so distraught and broken because of this 13th child. And what is it about the number 13? I don't know. Just something cursed about that number on its own. But Mother Leeds, being distraught and just broken down, she cursed this 13th child, saying that it would be a devil. And apparently, according to this legend, someone was listening. Here's a picture of, let me do this so you can see it. This is Daniel Leeds' house in Leeds Point, Atlantic County, New Jersey, and it's supposedly the birthplace of the Jersey Devil. Now, it was on a dark, stormy night, and Mother Leeds went into labor with her 13th child. It was a really Powerful storm, lots of thunder, and the thunder was shaking the house. It was a violent storm. And when child number 13 arrived, it was horribly disfigured, having the face of a horse. Some say it looked like a collie dog, having a long tail, hooves on its feet, and wings. This child is often called the Leeds Devil, after his mother. So this child, after being born, this cursed number 13 child of Mother Leeds. See, Anne's got something. 13 is mirrored 31, which symbolizes Halloween. That's kind of creepy. Yeah, that's interesting. So after this cursed child number 13 was born, it let out blood-curdling screeches, and the child attacked Mother Leeds' midwife, who had just helped her give birth. The child attacked the midwife, killing her. Frantically flew around the room, and it went up the chimney and out into the Pine Barrens. And you got a picture here of some of that forest of the Pine Barrens. And according to this legend, this forest, these Pine Barrens, have been its home ever since. And even to this day, there are screeches heard coming from this forest. They've been reported many times ever since all the way back. The screeches are still reported. And the legend has survived to this very day, with reports not only of hearing screeches, but of sightings of this creature to this day. And that's just an artist interpretation of possibly what this Jersey Devil looked like. Many believe this child, this 13th cursed child, to be a demon, or perhaps the devil himself. There was a local clergyman, a priest, who was called into the area to see what he could do to help to stop this. And he performed an exorcism on that area. And depending on which version of the story you hear, the exorcism was either a complete failure or somewhat successful. It depends on which version of the story you hear. Some say that the creature was banished from the area for 100 years. Some versions of the story say it never left. And as we go along tonight, we're going to talk a bit about these different variations of the story, because, like I said earlier, many of the different variations, they share a lot of the same details, but there are many key parts that are different. Okay, Jill says Piney Prepper has a channel. He lives out there and has a video about his experiences there. That would be really cool. Let's see. Calamity Jane, good to see you. Horse face seems to follow the description of Azazel. Goat-like face, male, female with goat feet. Wings would be appropriate. Yep. Sounds right. I've also heard comparisons between the Jersey Devil and a wyvern. If you look up pictures of, the mythical wyvern creature, it does have a lot of the same similarities. Another variation of this Jersey Devil legend. It mentions a Mrs. Shrouds of Leeds Point, New Jersey. And the story is kind of similar. She also cursed her 13th child. And as the legend goes, apparently hell heard her wishes to curse this child. Mrs. Shroud's 13th child was born misshapen and deformed. In this version of the story, the creature doesn't fly up the chimney and just go away into the forest. She actually sheltered this child in her house for a while, so people wouldn't see it and see the deformities. But we go back to one of the similarities. This on a stormy night, that this cursed 13th child of Mrs. Shrouds of Leeds Point flapped its arms, which turned into wings, and it flew out the chimney, escaping into the Pine Barrens. Once again, back into that large forest area. And there are witnesses. I believe there was a lady by the name of Mrs. Bowen who confirms this story, saying that the Jersey Devil was born in the Shrouds house at Leeds Point. Different variations, but similar story. As far as I'm concerned, all of these stories are really dark. When I first started learning about the Jersey Devil, I didn't know that it had such a darkness to it. The Jersey Devil is a heavy story. It really is. It really is. It's not like a child's fairy tale. I wouldn't say by any stretch of the imagination. My wife just told me that I guess they do sell a children's book of the Jersey Devil. That's I don't know what to think about that. Let's see, Calamity Jane, it did say that demons that were once beautiful angels turned into deformed animal forms, showing their twisted natures. You know, a lot of these stories, it makes me think of fallen angels. It really does. I'm right on track with that with you. Okay, another version of the story. Once again, it also puts the birth at that Leeds Point area. But this story is quite a bit different. This story talks about a young girl, and this was during the time of the Revolutionary War, when we were fighting for our independence from Britain. And this young girl, she fell in love with a British soldier, which many didn't look very kindly upon that. So as the legend of this story goes, the people of Leeds Point, the people of that area, they cursed the girl. And when this young girl gave birth to this child from the British soldier, she gave birth to this devil. So that's just, you can see how this story has evolved, perhaps changed. I guess it depends on who you're getting your story of the Jersey Devil from. There's many variants of it. Some people believe that the birth of the Jersey Devil was punishment for, apparently the Leeds people had mistreated a minister or a clergyman, and some people believe that this was a punishment for the Leeds folk. There are, it's as deep as you want to go with the Jersey Devil. There are so many other variations of this legend. There are even other towns in Jersey who claim to be home of this Jersey Devil. There's Estelville, New Jersey. and Burlington, New Jersey, they both claim to be the home of the Jersey Devil, among many others. Many of the stories even differ on, every story we've shared so far has been the 13th child. Well, some of the legends say it was the 6th child or the 8th child or the 10th child. There are many discrepancies in these legends, in these tales, in these stories of the Jersey Devil, but many of them have similarities. So I guess it depends on who you're listening to, and whatever you choose or choose not to believe, if any of the legends. If you don't believe in it, there's others who will swear by it. And I think somebody needs to fact check that. Can I get a fact check on this Prepping 101? You guys know this guy?
I do not think that's true.
Yeah. We need a fact checker on this.
First trusting God.
Hey, Bear Truth. Good to see you. So when you think back to that clergyman who did the exorcism on that area way back, that was in the time period of about 1740. Well, according to some of the legends, there was about a 100-year period when there weren't any sightings of the Jersey Devil, which lends credence to the fact that maybe his exorcism was partially successful. Let me jump slides here. Okay, so that 100-year gap basically takes us right up into the very early 1900s. And some things started happening in the early 1900s around this area. Sightings of the Jersey Devil exploded. There were so many reports of the Jersey Devil. And if you look on your screen here, you can actually see this is a clipping from a newspaper. And those are tracks that were photographed and supposedly of the Jersey Devil. Look like hoof prints to me. So you have all of these photographs. There's reports of the Jersey Devil being on rooftops, and then there's photographs to go along with it showing tracks on the rooftops. It was so many stories. It was an overwhelming amount. It's very, if you guys listened last Tuesday when we talked about the Mothman, once that seed got planted, when the Mothman was first sighted, and then the media got a hold of it, it was like an explosion. Same thing here, same exact thing. Once these stories like this, what you're looking at here on the screen, once this hit the newspapers, I think that tends to lend to people's imaginations going into overdrive. And I can't say that I blame them, but it was a mass hysteria that the Jersey Devil was spotted everywhere. They had some of these schools in the area. They shut the schools down because they were terrified of this creature that was being seen everywhere. They were afraid the kids were going to be attacked. They shut down factories because of all of these sightings. It was, like I said, it was mass hysteria. And you can actually go back and find newspaper articles for all of this. The schools being closed, factories being closed. It got so bad that they started offering rewards to capture this thing. Even this is an organization that I don't respect very much, and it's the Smithsonian, because I tend to think that they hide everything that they find from us. But even the Smithsonian stepped in, and the Smithsonian offered a very substantial reward for any any proof or any evidence or any captured Jersey Devils so they could examine. And to this day, that reward's never been collected. Smithsonian still has their money. Which once the rewards started hitting the newspapers and money started being involved into the situation, that's when some shady stuff started happening with the Jersey Devil. And you can see this on the screen here. This is called the Ninth and Arch Museum. And this museum, they didn't need any reward money. They didn't want the Smithsonian's reward money. They didn't need to capture the real Jersey Devil. They did something even more clever. And this is capitalism, I guess, at its finest. This Ninth and Arch Museum, they came up with this ingenious idea. They put on exhibit for everyone to come and look the Jersey Devil. This Ninth and Arch Museum had the Jersey Devil on display. You just had to pay your 10 cents to come in and see it. Well, the people paying their 10 cents, I don't know what they expected to see, but I'm pretty sure they didn't expect to see that the Ninth and Arch Museum had a kangaroo painted. So this museum, they had a real life kangaroo, and they painted stripes on the thing. And then they attached fake wings to it. That was the extent of the hysteria that was going on. And this museum, they were they didn't want to miss the boat. They were going to make their money, and they did. There you can see the flyers. If you look up the flyers of the Ninth and Arch Museum Jersey Devil, you can see it. It describes it in detail. The Jersey Devil. Come and take a look. It's exactly right, TJ. Sounds like a P.T. Barnum display. It's exactly right. Let's see. Let's switch slides here. So, to this day, the Jersey Devil become part of Jersey. They claim it as their own. You can see their professional hockey team here, New Jersey Devils. They've embraced this folklore. And it reminds me a lot when I do my studies on cryptids, even the Mothman. You have the Mothman Festival. You have all kinds of different tourist attractions to draw people in. Even with Bigfoot, if you have an area where there's sightings of Bigfoot, like here close to where we live, there's a Sasquatch festival. It just becomes part of the local economy. It just becomes part. And that's what's happened in Jersey with the New Jersey Devils. This one's kind of creepy. Even one of the local, I think this is at Six Flags. They took that name, the Jersey Devil, and this is a roller coaster ride at one of their amusement parks, the Six Flags. I don't think I would ever even get on this. Yep, State Gardner. There is a roller coaster called the Jersey Devil Coaster in Jackson, New Jersey. I bet you that's it, right? Hey, Ark Wild Man, good to see you. Yes, that's Six Flags. Yep, that's where I live. Okay. I wonder if the eyes light up at night. That would be creepy. That would be creepy. I can honestly say I don't think I would get on that one. Gubnov, Unwari National Forest near me in North Carolina has Bigfoot sightings. Bigfoot's everywhere, right? Yep. On my old channel, I actually did it's a point of view video showing a ride on this roller coaster. But I wanted you guys to see the face on this thing. Okay, let's keep going here. My wife found this picture. Maybe some of you guys in the chat know exactly where this is at. I don't. Looks like on a forest trailhead, home of the Jersey Devil. And like I said, it's become part of Jersey. It's this legend, this folklore. It's part of Jersey. They claim the Jersey Devil as their own, and they proudly put it on this sign, home of the Jersey Devil. And I'm not sure if that is the Pine Barrens forest that's behind there. I would probably guess so. And then every once in a while, and I know you have to be careful what you believe and what you hear, but still, to this day, there are still sightings of the Jersey Devil. And that's not just in New Jersey. This is kind of spread out some. It's spread out some. These sightings that keep going and keep going. Even to today, these sightings still popping up. Han Solo, they aren't condoning the original thing, just hyping up other things at the same intensity. Yeah, I agree with that. And I also agree with that, Rubberneck. It is creepy. Tina Mitchell, anyone remember the X-Files? They had an episode about the Jersey Devil. Me and my wife were just talking about that before this stream. Let's see, Malvita, if Bigfoot is real, why is there only one very poor video footage? That's a great question. Great question. Definitely a good question. So I would ask you guys in chat, have you guys, like I have definitely seen recent pictures of the supposed Jersey Devil. Have you guys seen anything as far as the Jersey Devil and images? Okay, nose picking. Image says Pine Barrens. Okay, so that is the Pine Barrens. Okay, appreciate that. Okay, so Rubberneck hasn't. Staying high for life, nope. Okay, I'm going to share I have one more picture on this slideshow that I want to share with you guys, and maybe you guys can know, or maybe even nose picking. Can somebody debunk this picture and tell me whether this has been proved to be fake or not? Because this is creepy. If you can see on the left of the screen, looks like you have a deer running from something. And if you look over on the right, what is that? What's the thing over on the right? Find a cure for MS. I'd be tossing holy water on that sucker. Melvita, the Jersey Devil is it's a legend that began in the state of New Jersey. and it's
1700.
back in the well, it's over 260 years old. This legend is, and it just depends on which version of the story you hear, but many of the stories talk about a lady who had 12 kids, and when she had her 13th kid, she cursed it, or someone cursed it, and it was horribly deformed, and that's where the legend literally gave birth. Let's see. Hey, we got cashew. I had not seen this before. Not seen this picture. Yeah, that's a creepy picture. That's walking too upright for a black bear. I would agree. Yeah, I thought it was a pretty neat picture. But yeah, you have, and I trust me, I know with the technology of today and the internet, this is probably not real. But this legend's just going to keep going because these pictures keep popping up, and people are just going to keep believing it. I can't imagine in any way, shape, or form that the legend of the Jersey Devil is just going to fade away. Not when you have pictures like this, photoshopped or not. And I don't know whether this is photoshopped. I'm not an expert on that. Let's see. Do you follow the YouTube channel Thinker, Thunker, Debunker? I haven't watched that one. Let's see. Tina says, we had a legend from where I lived in Kentucky that described something similar to the Jersey Devil, but they never named it. I think it's really fascinating studying some of the regional cryptid stories like that. Let's see. TJ says that is a trail camera photo. I have pictures of coyote that look freaky. Okay. Could be just an animal, just the way it's showing up in the picture. Something like that. Okay. ER says, I think that's a real picture. That's a game camera with a night flash. Pretty hard to Photoshop that one. It is interesting. Definitely. Yeah, I agree with you, Susie. That one's pretty creepy. And trust me, there are lots of other pictures that are going around right now. Some of them show flying creatures that don't really seem to match anything. A lot of times when you look up, like I will look up Jersey Devil pictures, and I'll see a picture, but that same picture is also attributed to the Mothman. So I know a lot of the pictures just kind of get used wherever they're needed at the time, I guess.
You know what the head of that looks like? The Noid. Remember Domino's Pizza?
Yeah, Noid? I think she's right. If you look at those eyes are creepy. Yes, Cinda. Good to see you. My wife says the head on that thing looks like the Noid. You guys remember the Noid?
We're that old.
Yeah, we're pretty old.
It was Domino's Pizza's mascot for years.
Hot Rod 1949. Good to see you. Tennessee Ridge Runner 2. The Chaser is definitely not a deer. Yeah, I can't in any way, shape, or form see that as a deer. I don't know. Rubberneck also thinks it looks like the Noid. Yeah. I've also heard the possibility that could be TJ Squatchy's mother-in-law, but that's not confirmed. I just beat you to it, TJ Squatchy. So Lewis Lewis lost his
dog.
Oh, down, missing my dog that passed away. Sorry about that, Lewis. That sucks.
Just a few days ago.
That's hard. That's really hard.
Our cloud man says Pumpkinhead. We had Pumpkinhead outside of our window one day.
Pumpkinhead.
Remember
That does look like Pumpkinhead a bit. Yeah. Yeah, Ark. You mentioned Pumpkinhead. My wife saw something. I didn't get to see it, but she did. We for the fall, we buy the pumpkins and set them out with hay bales and stuff like that. You cut the top off and you scrape the insides out. That's what we usually do. But these we left full pumpkins that haven't been carved at all or anything. We put them out back, and they were just rotting away. And the deer would come and they would eat at these things.
Our dog barked.
And the dog would go crazy. But this deer wedged its head so far down in that pumpkin, eating the insides. And when it raised up, it had that pumpkin on its head.
Freaked out.
I wish we would have got a picture of that one. Yeah, Calamity Jane, definitely. Yep. Yeah, I agree. I actually did a stream on Skinwalker Ranch before. That was pretty fun.
We can update our list. Hey, Peanut.
Also, the gate and extension on that doe, she's getting out of Dodge real quick. Yeah, she's not messing around. Oh boy, Stephanie like Calamity Jane's ex is the Jersey Devil, she said.
I'm excited.
Hey, Peanut, good to see you. Okay, picture first found on April 5th, 2008. The original foreign link is gone. Maybe ask Domino's Pizza.
Huh. That's interesting.
Yep. So I don't know whether that debunks it or not.
Thanks, nose picking.
So, okay, I told you guys at the very beginning of the stream, if you stuck around to the end, we would have something, at least to me, and at least to my wife, is pretty exciting that we're going to share for next week, next Tuesday, on our Cryptid Invasion series. I don't.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, I don't know how much of this I actually. You guys
don't disclose. Don't disclose.
Okay, well, you guys know how much I love researching Bigfoot, and how much I love talking about Bigfoot, and I nicknamed myself Bigfoot.
You can talk and say I talked to Sue last week. You still have it.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I got it first.
It wasn't a puppy.
No. I got hot off the presses Bigfoot evidence.
Yep.
And next Tuesday, we are going to be presenting it on. Next Tuesday is going to be a Bigfoot stream, and it has to be a Bigfoot stream. We're going to be talking about Bigfoot, and I'm going to show you guys some pictures. I got a couple pictures and some backstory with the pictures from someone
just very, very close.
Yeah. Someone I 1,000,000% trust. And this, I don't know. I got these pictures and I was so pumped. I messaged my wife and I was like, I got something exciting. And she's like, you got a puppy? And I'm like, this is better than a puppy. It's better than a puppy. So I'm not going to show the pictures because it's got to be part of next Tuesday's stream. And it's going to be a Bigfoot stream. So you're going to see something. So you're going to see a couple pictures, Bigfoot related, that have never been presented anywhere before because they were just taken a couple days ago.
It was enough where can I mention who I had to get a contact?
Yeah, we got a hold of our.
All right. I actually contacted Sue Goslin, and Bigfoot is going to have to call Brian tonight or tomorrow. I'm not sure when.
Brian and Sue Goslin, they're like Bigfoot legend folk around here.
From the 1976.
Yeah, they were part of the Bear Road sightings, and if you've ever,
they wrote.
Yeah, they actually wrote a book about it, and we're friends with Brian and.
I know Sue's super excited.
Yeah, I think this right here, this book right here, it's called Bear Road: The True Story, written by Brian Goslin and Sue Goslin, and
TJ.
Yeah. TJ got a sneak preview of the pics.
Yeah.
But I think they're fascinating. I think they're amazing, and these aren't pictures that were found on the internet somewhere. They weren't photoshopped. These were pictures. I know the person who took them because I am related to the person who took them. I'm just going to leave it at that.
Very, very close.
Yeah. Yes, I can say that, ER. Bigfoot, can you at least say what state the pictures were taken? They were taken in the state of Ohio. These pictures were taken in my mom's backyard.
Boom.
That's it. These pictures were taken in my mom's backyard, and there's a backstory to it. And I'm not going to share any of that. That's got to be for next Tuesday. So anyway, just a little bit of, I guess, teasing. Sorry, Firefly.
Susie D.
Susie D.
Oh, Crazy Irish says I would like my morning pics back. Very funny. Yeah, Crazy Irish walking around.
Yeah, you might have to, TH2. You might have to, yeah.
Thank you, Nose Pickin'.
Yeah, Nose Pickin' just put up the Amazon link to that book I just showed you. If you guys haven't read that, it's a great book.
Yeah.
Bigfoot is closely related to his mom. Good call, Casio.
Pretty much.
Good call. You know, it's got to be good when we get Susie D that pumped up.
I know. I've never seen it. She erased it.
You didn't have to erase that. That was great.
Well, we all know that Susie D is right up there with the rest of us. She loves Bigfoot stuff. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
So TJ Squatchy's read the book. Yep.
No, you've sent quite a few books.
Yeah, I've sent that book out a lot.
Yeah.
Let's see. Firefly, was it holding a coffee mug? No.
No.
This is the real deal. This is the real deal.
To the point where we needed to go into our contacts to reach out.
Yeah,
to friends
when we got these pictures, we knew we had to get in touch with our Bigfoot people.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that's weird that we have Bigfoot people, but
we do.
We do. I can't help it.
And some even down that way, so they can contact them, and we'll see.
TJ got her book from us. Okay.
We need a week, right?
Karen, Southern Ohio. It is southeast Ohio. Yes. Cashew. Susie D had to self-moderate.
I love it.
I just like the excitement.
I mean, Bigfoot could not wait yesterday to come home and be like, I'm not going to say any more than that, but it definitely was not a puppy.
It was not a puppy. It's definitely a lie. They found your father, Bigfoot, trying to get in a visit.
You don't live at home anymore.
Yeah. Shadow Dancer, Bigfoot insider of the Bigfoot Society. That's right.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Elaine, did you all hear about the Bigfoot in Texarkana, Arkansas? Has that been recently, Elaine? I've heard about a lot of Bigfoots. I tend to get a lot of Bigfoot stuff emailed to me. So yeah, it should be a pretty fun stream. I don't know. I'm pumped about it.
Maybe we'll have some guests, just maybe.
Yeah,
maybe.
we'll see. We'll see. Maybe we can. We'll see about guests. I don't know. I've been kind of.
Okay, I'm pushing that one.
Yeah, she's wanting guests. I've been kind of just flying solo for a while. Kind of like it's.
Well, I meant like.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Elaine says for years it has been a story. Yeah. Yep. Stephanie, any idea if Bigfoot's been spotted in California? Well, Patterson Gemlin film, that was in California.
Seattle Sounds.
Bluff Creek. Yep.
Washington State. Here in the Adirondacks.
Yeah, Bigfoot's everywhere.
Yeah. Now let's eat cake.
Yeah,
I'm actually craving apple pie with vanilla ice cream and a slice of cheddar cheese.
Yeah, Elaine, that's the one I was thinking about, Boggy Creek. Yep. That's some pretty crazy stories.
Still teasing.
Still teasing. I can't just tell you, Firefly. Nut House. So you live close to Bluff Creek. Okay.
Nice.
You should get some pictures. Send me like pictures of Bluff Creek signs or something. That would be awesome.
Stephanie lives in the National Forest.
Yep. I grew up just right on the edge of a national forest in Ohio.
Oh, Shadow Dancer. Hi, Shadow.
The Falk Monster. Yep. Bigfoot sinkholes. They emerge for a sneak peek. If you guys hadn't noticed yet, Susie D's really excited for next week. I hope so.
I'm
the
so
small
excited.
town of Falk is well known for the Falk Monster, the legend of Boggy Creek. Yep.
Yeah. I'm so excited. My chest is fluttering.
All right. Well, we've been going about an hour, guys. So Ark Wildman says he's been there to Falk, Arkansas. That's Arkansas, right? Falk?
Nice.
That's where the Boggy Creek incidents all took place. See you later, Peanut. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for coming by.
If somebody could, before, like, we got like 5 seconds, if somebody could drop Pinball's link.
Yes.
He's going live like right now.
Yeah.
So if you guys know Pinball.
Oh, yeah.
So
Just a little.
somebody will drop Pinball's link and you guys can head on over there. And hopefully we'll see you guys Thursday night coming up. We'll keep rolling with our Book of Isaiah study. And I'll get to work on next Tuesday's stream for Bigfoot and the new breaking news evidence. All right?
Yeah, I can't hardly wait. My chest is fluttering out of it. So
It's exciting. It's exciting. All right, guys. You guys, thank you for joining for the Jersey Devil stream tonight. Hopefully it was interesting. Maybe you learned a little bit. It was fun doing. And next Tuesday, we're talking Bigfoot. So you guys have a great night.